Welcome once more, great and lovely people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Today we shall talk about Commander Gento and the three persons that were spied, and what people are doing against the Biafra Liberation Army, Sabotage, to be able to bring down Biafra Liberation Army. But before I go into that, I want you to look at what you have on your screen. It says Boko Haram terrorists massacre over 63 civilians, soldiers in a fresh Borno attack. Now, someone will think that since they have been shouting that Simon Ekpa is the cause of all the insecurity going on in Nigeria and all of that, that as they have arrested him in Finland, as they have, sentenced him for 6 years in Finland, that things will change. That we will not be hearing all these stories again. Why is it that these stories are still here? Why are we still hearing of fresh attacks? Why? Ask yourself that question. Now I want you to see another news. Now on the 3rd of September 2025, the Tinubu said that the 2025 revenue target has been met and that there will be no more borrowing. There will be no more borrowing. Then on the 5th of September 2025, Tinubu seeks $1.75 billion World Bank loan. 2 days after, he is now requesting for $1.75 billion loan. Hey, the real destroyers of this nation and the peoples of this nation are your politicians. And they will continue to destroy you and destroy your future. You will not know when Tinubu drops and comes down the kind of debt that Nigeria will be in. The kind of debt, you will not believe what you are seeing. You see, Nigeria will be set back more than 100 years. Don't worry, all of you will cry. You will cry the very hard way. Continue to chase people who wants the best for you. Continue to destroy people who wants the best. Continue to call them terrorists. Continue to hold them back, just as you are holding Mazinam Dekano. Continue. If you like, don't speak out. Don't speak out. Don't come out to challenge these people. Remain where you are. Time is coming where all of you will cry. Now let's go into the story I wanted to give today. Now, a video was posted online some days back, and in that video, about 3 boys were spied, and the voice that was in that video sounded as though it was that of Commander Gento. And people were condemning it, but they failed to hear what Commander Gento was saying in that video. And he was saying that you took the materials that was provided for defending the people and you took it to go and kidnap and steal from the people, which is unacceptable according to their laws and their rules, and he by them. Now people began to antagonize him and began to say all manner of things. That's the reason why I brought up this picture you are seeing. They began to antagonize him. They began to say all manner of things, but they don't want to look at the bigger picture. These boys have come into the fold to cause chaos, to cause problem, to disgrace the men of the BLA. And so you did not ask yourself, the people who these boys have kidnapped, what happened to them? Some of them, sometimes they will buy them. Those ones who they have robbed, what happened to them? Sometimes they will buy them in the process. All those people that they have buyed, what happens to them? What becomes their fate? If you leave such character in the food, what do you think that they will do tomorrow? What do you think? What kind of harm do you think that they will cause tomorrow? And that is why Mazinam Dekano will always say that we don't treat cancer, we cut it off. We cut it off. We cut it off. Now, I want to ask some people, why is it that you want somebody who has committed this kind of atrocity to remain? The video was made to serve as a deterrent to others, not to commit any crime against the innocent civilians, against the people we are trying to defend. Because the major aim of creating the BLA was to defend the peoples of Biafra against the invaders and intruders. And if you use those materials that was provided for you to defend these people, to continue to buy the same people you are supposed to defend, then there's a problem. you need to be taken away. Now, why did I bring out this picture? The supporters of Ngozo Arabweze and co began, because of that act, they began to do everything to sabotage the general commander, who is Igwe Butuzo. They began to search for his pictures, they want to sabotage him. Why do they want to do that? Because those boys were working for them. So apparently Ngozo Arabweze and her cohorts were working with saboteurs, we are working with criminals who will go and rob Biafrans and take the money to do their bidding. They are working with such people. Because I see no reason why anybody should be defending somebody who has caused harm to the people you want to protect. Now see what one of her supporters wrote. He said, Igwe Butuzo at last. This is the person who claims to be fighting for Biafrans but sabotaging it, killing other men on the ground who are loyal to the United States of Biafra government. Have you heard it? Other men who are loyal to the United States of Biafra government. That means those boys that Commander Gento from the video died, that those boys were working with the United States of Biafra government. You see where the sabotage against the BLA comes from. You know, when we tell you that this woman just planted people in this government to continue to sabotage the government, you think it's a lie. Those boys continue to sabotage, continue to carry information and send to them, continue to feed them with information of what is happening. They sabotage everything that these men are doing. But you people are not ready for that conversation. Now look, they went and picked pictures, photos, and posted it and said it is Igwe Butuzo. They went and picked pictures. They looked for pictures. They were finding Igwe Butuzo's picture just to post the picture. Why are they posting the picture? Because they want their cohorts. They want the Nigerian government to see the picture and fight that person. They want the Nigerian government to see who they think is Igwe Butuzo. And by so doing, they want him to be buried. This is the caliber of people who claim to be fighting for freedom. Do you now understand where these people are going to? Do you now understand when we continue to tell you from the onset, from the get-go, that these people were not for Biafra? That these people have come to sabotage? That these people were there to sabotage Mazi Simon Ekpa and have been doing so? When APM Ogenkere came out to ask questions, say, Ngozo Arabweze, what are you looking for in Finland when everybody has come back? Nobody understood what he was saying. The next time that Mazi Simon Ekpa was to be released, the next day this woman traveled to Finland again. They asked again, what are you looking for in Finland when Simon Ekpa is almost about to be released? Do you know what happened after that? When she visited the next court case, they brought, instead of talking about releasing him, they brought another charge on top of it. Things are happening that some of you don't want to calm down, look at these things and analyze them and tell yourself the truth. But what do we know? Each time we tell you the truth, you will say we are a bunch of, illiterates. You call us all manner of names. You call us miscreants. But then everything we tell you continues to play out, continues to happen in your very before, but you cannot see because you are blind. You cannot see because you are blind. You don't want to tell yourself the truth. You don't want to reason. You don't want to open your eyes to see the realities for what they truly are. But time will tell. You will cry. 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 Anyways, a word is enough for the wise.